So hello everybody. Recently I was working on this tool and it's totally created using AI. I created from scratch using ChatGPT, Copilot and Codex. And I called it Blender Pipeline Manager, and it's composed of two interfaces, the Windows one and the Blender one. So the Windows interface has two parts. First one for the artist and the other one is for the supervisor. So using the supervisor tool you can create the whole project thing. And inside the artist tool, you can only manage the sequences and the shots and what's inside them. So as you can see here, I will create a project from scratch and I will call it project test, for example. So first of all, project test will be in C in folder name tests. If I press create folder, a window will pop up and display the folder structure I created. And if I press open in Explorer, I can see the folders. And in this video we will be using sequences and assets. Now using the artist tool, I will navigate to the folder project I created using the main tool. And as we can see, it will read directly the name of the project. Now by creating the project tests and choosing the folder, we can create the sequence and the shot and the folder inside them. By pressing here, we can change the shot number or the shot name, and the same with the sequence. And here we can select the preset that will determine what folders we are going to create inside the shot. So if we select modeling, it will select by default folders I already assigned to this preset. And of course, it's the same with the other presets. Also, we can select our own folder structure, and for the moment I will select all and create it. Now inside folder sequences, we will have the sequence 1, and inside sequence 1 we will have the shot 1. And inside it we will find the folder group we already selected. Before moving to the Blender plugin part, I will just show you some other features in the artist tool. To create a new sequence, I will check add new sequence and we will see directly the next available sequence. And the same with shots. So add a new shot, it will give you the next available one. Here, shot 001 is the first shot in the sequence 002. So if I try to add a shot to sequence 001, the first available shot will be 002. Here in the main tool, we still have a lot of options, like we can rename folders, add folders manually, rename it, delete it. And I have the artist tool included inside it by press add item. And it's still under development, but it has the same features like the artist tool. And here we have features we didn't talk about, which is the asset mode, where we can create folders to manage our assets, like create character, environment, elements, props, and shared folders. And now to create folder inside these categories, we can just name the folder. For example, here I will call it tree and press create. And voila, we have the folder created. Inside the project, if we bring it here, so inside assets we have character, and inside character we have folder named tree, and we'll find the related folder inside. Same in sequences. So if we check, there is sequence 001, sequence 002, inside it there is shot 001, and the folders we created using the artist tool. Now in Blender, so if I press M and go to Pipeline Manager, we will have the UI of the plugin. Now I will choose the project folder. And some features will be available now. For the moment, I will leave sequence and I will go to the assets. In assets, we will find the folder that we created using the artist tool in the assets mode. So the tool automatically brought all the folders I created using the Windows tool, as you can see here. If I choose character, I will find the folder we created already, the tree one, inside the folder characters. Now I need to choose where I'm going to work. I will choose the step model, which is the case here. And these steps are the folders that the artist tool created when we choose the name tree and create the folder. And of course it's empty. But to create something inside it, I will go to Blender, I will choose the artist name, I will put Sarmad. So when we add an artist name, we will see a preview of naming conventions I already chose to keep the project organized. So let's save the Blender file And here we go, the right naming, save, voila. What's important here is the naming conventions. As you can see here, it's project test, character, model, tree, sarmad, and version. So the naming is always following the folder structure. So the naming is identical to the folder structure. Right now we have version 1. Each time we save a new version, as we can see here, so it's version 2 and we have it available here. So we can overwrite it or export it, whatever we want. Exporting is using the same method of versioning and foldering. So as you can see here, it will be in character, tree, export, FVX, model tree. Everything is organized. Let's hit export and go back to tree, export, and FVX, model tree, and inside it, we'll find the exported FVX named properly. And same here with the USD. If I say model, export USD and pop, we can go and find it inside export USD model tree, and always the name will be related to the project and to the setting I chose inside Blender. Here you will find all the exported versions in the drop-down menu. Sometimes for some reasons, if we don't have the latest versions, we can hit refresh drop-downs. Now to start the real works, we will go to sequences. To import the asset that we create and saved in assets, I will go to import assets, go to the character, it was in the character, folder name tree, model, and artist name is Sarmad, and here we have the Blender, FVX or USD. So if it's Blender, we can append it or we can link it directly, it depends what we want. For now, let's import the FVX and let's hit OK, and we get the importing dialog. We choose the setting we want and we hit import FVX. And here we go, the tree we saved using the assets mode. Of course, we don't have that texture because it's a quick exported FVX. Right now I can save Blender file. It's saved in the right place. So if I go to project sequences, sequence 1, shot 1, animation. Inside animation we'll have folder 3, and there we go, the Blender file. So if I want to create step from this step, I go to pipeline step and I choose, for example, log dev, and we choose a asset name. In this case it's tree, and the artist name is Sarmad, I already created, and we press save current to selected step. If we want, we can change it also from here, but for the moment I will leave it. Now it's saved, and if I go to the look dev folder, I can find it. Here we go, look dev, and voila, it's saved with the right name again. One of the other features is autosave. We can choose the setting we want and we go. We have also the export here, the same way we had it in the assets. And this part of the tool I created to facilitate our life, again to keep everything organized with the right naming. So let's name it, for example, first, and press prepare for render. It will be added to the render name. In this case, tracking shots, it will be much easier. And whatever extension we choose, we will have the same naming. This is the tool I created for the pipeline management. I have zero knowledge in coding. I have zero knowledge in Python. I used only AI inside Visual Studio Code, like Copilot and Codex. I used ChatGPT to understand because it will not work from the first time. So it took me some time to understand the logic. So sometimes I ask ChatGPT to give me the right prompt. So sometimes Codex doesn't take the structure very well, the structure of the code very well. Same with Copilot. So I was switching between the AI to get the final result. And as you see, it's not really finished, but I'm almost there actually. I hope you like it. Let me know your opinion and your ideas about integrating some new features to this tool, and if you think it will be a good use for the artist or for the small production.